What's going on, guys? So this is going to be part 2 for the review for Accel World. And so for this next half of the review, I'm going to just be talking a little bit on just how much I hated certain parts of the show, and really my thoughts on the ending. So let's start with the ending, actually. So like I said, I felt like there wasn't really a resolve at the ending. It sort of felt like Dead Man Wonderland's ending. Like, it felt like there should have been a lot more to it, and I know there was supposed to be a lot more to Dead Man Wonderland. If any of you guys actually read the manga, I've read a few pages of it, so I know there is like a lot more to that show. And it sort of felt that same way with this one. Like, there was no resolve, because again, everyone's main goal, basically, for the most part, for the main characters, it was to get to level 10 so they can meet the creator of the Accel World, and learn why he did that, why he created it, and all the stuff about the program. But there was no resolve to that, or maybe there was never meant to be a resolve for that in in the anime or the manga. Maybe it wasn't resolved in the manga either, but I felt like, since that was one of the main goals, I would have loved to actually see them achieve that. I think that there could have been another season the way they left it off, because again, it just felt like the ending, it felt sort of just like phoned in. I mean, okay, so we had the defeat of a certain character, the main baddie for season 2, but there's still more out there that they could have done, because again, this thing with the legions or the clans that I mentioned earlier, the whole thing with them was that I'm trying to think how I'm gonna say this without spoiling anything, but basically there's these 6 clans, and so one clan member wanted to reach level 10. Everyone else doesn't want to reach level 10, because once you reach level 10, basically the game is over. Basically the game is completely over, because you get to meet the guy that basically the guy that made Accel World. Like I said, you get to meet him and everything. And so all the other players, they don't want to stop playing because they really love playing the game. And so these kings, or these legion masters, they basically, all of them except for one, is basically over there saying, we're not going to actually continue. We're not gonna actually try to reach level 10. And they basically signed this treaty. And one of the things I like about this show, though, is the fact that, yeah, they have this sort of net battle concept. Again, I'm referencing Mega Man Battle Network again, because this show sort of reminds me of it, where you have to participate in duels and everything. And one of the elements of the show that I really like is the fact that like you can't not accept duels. Like, if someone challenges you to a duel, you basically can't not accept it. Like, you have to fight them. So I thought that was a cool aspect of the show, especially when the duels are first introduced in the show in the first few episodes. So I like that. I also like the fact, again, I said this in part 1, but I do like the fact that it's not them being trapped inside of this virtual world trying to figure out how to get out, and then these characters completely getting engrossed into this world where they take everything so freaking seriously, and like this show, I gotta commend the creator for not doing that for this one. But then again, he goes way hard on that and Sword Art Online later on when he does the anime or manga for that. But yeah, I do like that aspect of the show, because it's like the whole duel aspect of it. It does give me that net battle feel of Mega Man, and I do like the fact I almost felt like I was watching Pokemon a little with because sometimes you guys know how anime is, where they yell out the name of their attacks and everything. And I think one of the things I did hate, though, was the design, the character models, with the exception of the guy that Haru will first, the guy that Haru first faces, that sort of looks like a Ghost Rider in the first episode, and maybe two other characters. The character designs, they just all look like robots, with the exception of a few. They all just look like robots. They're like really heavily armored like characters. Like there's no real uniqueness in them with the exception of a few characters. So I did sort of hate the character designs. I really hated the choice for Haru's avatar for the Accel World in general, the pig and everything. But I do know, I do know why they I do know the reason for that. Again, these characters, these avatars are a reflection of basically, their emotional scars and the stuff that they had to go through. And really, his avatar, the pig, is really the reflection of how people, pretty much how he sees himself because of the way he's been treated. There's even a line in a few episodes where the kids are picking on him for running slow and they call him a pig. And I'm like, okay, so that's pretty much why he picked the pig, and he's okay with staying with the pig. Even the girl that stays with them, well, even the girl, Chiyu, she even tells him at one point, why don't you change the avatar? You still have that avatar, so you still have those sort of issues, that sort of low self-esteem. So, I mean, I do love the fact that this show, like, the characters do see, like, they do seem like they're self-aware. Well, not self-aware, but they are self-conscious, but the characters seem like they sort of have this bond between them, and there's more of a bond between the main three characters, Haruyuki and Taku and all them. There's a bigger bond there because these characters have already had a established relationship before the show started. So there's more of a bigger reason that, like, there's a lot more emotional stuff going on in the show than in Sword Art Online, where everything felt rushed. The relationships felt rushed, and just everything felt like it was rushed in Sword Art Online when it came to certain stuff. Whereas this show, it really took its time, especially in the first few episodes. But I like how every episode almost felt like it almost felt like it ended on a cliffhanger. And so I think that's what most shows, those short animes, I think that's what makes short anime, or at least anime like this, a lot better than most shows, is because these episodes end on a cliffhanger, so it makes you want to go ahead and look at the next episode. So I will commend the creator on bringing some sort of mystery and suspense, because there are a lot of secrets that get revealed later on in the show, so I will commend them for that. So I think that's about it for this review. Again, there were some things I didn't like about the show, the voice acting, the English dub voice acting, some of the dialogue, the weak main character, and a few other things. But I gotta give this show, if I had to give it a score, I'd give it I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I think it's a lot better than the other attempt that this creator did for Sword Art Online. I think it's a lot better than that show. I can't really compare it to Dot Hack. I still haven't seen completely Dot Hack, and I might actually go back and watch that one of these days. But let me know what you guys think about Accel World. I know that it's kind of strange for me finally just watching this, but in the past I've tried to watch Accel World before. I got to the part where Haru is like on the toilet and he logs into Accel World, and then I see this pig, so I just turned the show off years ago. But I gave it a chance this time, and it's a fairly enjoyable show. It's not the best thing in the world, but again, it's a lot better than Sword Art Online if I'm going to compare the two. So those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.